Again guys, I'm back with another unboxing. It's actually going to get two out at this point. The reason will become clear. At the moment we've got a Calvin's cross cube and a T-cube, and if you've seen my other videos you may be quite confused because these are both puzzles that I already own. However, there is a method in my madness. There's one last version from this series that I don't already own, and that's the temple cube. However, there is also a puzzle that can be made from the piece of these that was never released. I don't know whether they didn't think of it or they didn't think it was worthwhile or what. However, I've made it before and thought it was an interesting variant and wanted it in my collection, and that's what I called the Quattro cube when I first made it and posted it on Facebook. So that's what I'll call it now. I believe Arline posted a video of it quite some time ago, because basically what the version that didn't exist is like a T-cube, but it's got one extra baby face on it. So what I'm going to do is remove a side from the cross cube, put it on the T-cube, which will be either the white or the yellow face, depending which one I fancy doing. And that will leave me with a temple cube. So I'll have a temple cube and a Quattro cube. So I will go away and do that, and I'll show you some more once I've done the assembly. Alright then, so as you can see, I've now got the temple cube created. Just not a difficult process if you're ever wondering if you fancy trying to do this. I've played around with the tensions on this one because it was a little bit tight, and you have to be careful with this entire series. If you turn them while they're tight, what happens is these faces, as they turn across these stickers at the sides, they will actually cut into them and pull pieces off them, so you do have to be a little bit careful with that. But yeah, it's a version that Calvin's does sell, but as I said in the first part of this video, I bought it like this because I wanted to make another puzzle, which I'll show you in another video, which I call the Quattro cube, so look out for that one. And yeah, so this one's very much like the cross cube, which it was when it came out of the package, but sorry, a few bits of dust and things on it. But it's now got one less baby face on it. I've taken that off and put it on the other puzzle. But as you can see, you can reassemble it perfectly fine into this new format. It's completely sticking on the side as it should be, so it's all good. So the only one thing left to do with this, and that's give it a scramble. And a solve, of course, after that. So yeah, as always with these puzzles, the shape-shifting ones, you need to get these baby faces scrambled before you do any shape-shifting turns, because once you do shape-shifting, you're bandaging the pieces of the baby faces together so they can't then be split up from their neighbours. So it's literally a matter of just turning one baby face into another one and then turning it the face. A bit catchy there. There we go. I think there's a little bit of flash in there because it suddenly once I pushed past it started turning better again. Yeah, I can feel there's a bit catchy, like there is a piece of flashing in there somewhere that needs to wear off, but that will probably sort itself out during the solve. Yeah, this is a bit catchy as well. It's nothing to do with the, oh yeah, it's pushing this piece away down here. There's definitely a piece of flashing in there somewhere that's catching, because it's kind of pushing pieces away. I might have to have a look at that once I've finished the solve. But anyway, it's yeah, it's nothing to do with reassembly, because the pieces that are catching are nowhere near this. I only assemble pieces around this face here, so it's nothing to do with that. But anyway, well, I think we're about scrambled on the baby faces, so we'll start the 3x3 shape shifting. should about do it, I think. I will go away and give it a bit of a solve, or a full solve in fact, and I'll be back with you for some more thoughts once I've done that. Okay then, so as you can see, the tempo cube is now solved again. Nothing really unexpected, very much the same as solving the cross cube in fact. So yeah, much like the rest of the series, once you've got a few of them, you're going to have seen most of what these series can throw at you. You're only going to buy the entire set like I have if you're an insanely dedicated collector, to be honest, rather than just a solver or a casual puzzler or something. But yeah, I'm very happy to have it in my collection. The colour scheme of this is probably wrong. I don't know for definite, but I suspect that if the one you buy has probably got the white face on this edge. I haven't actually looked, I'm just assuming. I don't know that for certain. And it's nothing to do with Tony Fisher or... Well, it is to do with Evgeny because he designed the entire series, but it's nothing to do with Tony Fisher. This one is just happens to have the stick on because he was the first to do the cross cube, which it was made from. So yeah, turning wise, it's actually turning quite nicely compared to some of the others in the series. This one, I don't know what's different about it, whether it's just slightly different tensions or just a lucky kind of set of pieces, because obviously, you know, there's always going to be some minor variance on the pieces. I've just noticed, I didn't see that before, there's a slightly damaged orange sticker there. I wonder if it's been pulled up by one of the other pieces, but yeah, it seems to have stuck back down. But yeah, that is a common problem on this series of puzzles, that as you can see, that face turns across the top of the stickers here, and if you have it tensioned too tightly, which they do tend to come, a lot of them, you will damage those stickers quite severely in quite short order. So I definitely recommend loosening the tensions on these puzzles if you get any of them. But yeah, other than that, not really anything new to add to this series. I mean, I've only bought them from a collection point of view rather than a solving difficulty. They're fun solved, don't get me wrong. Any one of the series is, I'd definitely recommend them. But you don't really need to buy the entire series to see everything the series has to throw at you. Buying things like the iCube and the Trio Cube especially, I do particularly like the Trio Cube. It's got a few interesting parodies that can be quite tough to sort out. And the X Cube and the Cross Cube sort of thing, that to add a little bit of an extra dimension to puzzles you've seen in the past. All worthwhile, but yeah, unless you're a real hardcore collector like me, you're not going to need to buy the whole series to see all the possible kind of different situations that this series can throw at you. But yeah, it's always worthwhile having a nice proportional 3x3x5 in the collection, and the X Cube just looks fabulous and always kind of draws the attention of people that don't necessarily know their puzzles very well, and people who are not even puzzlers, that when they see the X Cube and things like that, they do, because it kind of just looks like a Rubik's Cube but more of it sort of thing. I think it tends to draw their attention, I find. Anyway, I can't really think of anything else I've got to say about this puzzle, so thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.